Okay, so we've been standing here for a couple minutes, just prepping for the show, and already I'd say almost a dozen people have come up commenting on how nice Jess looks tonight.
Thanks, y'all.
And not a single person has said the same thing about me.
BJ, you're wearing a hiking shirt.
Yes, but see, normally on day one I wear the green hiking shirt. This is the nice blue. This is the nicest hiking shirt I own. This is dressed up for me.
BJ, when we sent out a little memo that said the staff and the media needs to be dressed up for this is what you came with.
Yeah.
I'm wearing this. Don't you feel like there's a bit of a discrepancy?
I don't know. See, for me it's like grading on a curve, average. Compared to my average, this is good.
Okay, but we are here on the red carpet because we are
at the WPT Celebrity Invitational. Or were you queuing up the show?
Why, it's my invite to the Invitational.
Where's my invite to the Invitational?
I'm media. You're staff.
You're media.
Yeah, with Bluff. I'm media.
I've been covering this event since 2005. How am I not media?
Do you work for the World Poker Tour?
As much as you do.
I'm sorry. I have this and you have a badge that says staff on it.
All
Moving on, though. We'd like to welcome you officially to...
With Jess and BJ. Sorry, live near the red carpet with Jess and BJ.
Sorry, guys. We couldn't actually get on the red carpet, but we are here.
Because apparently we're not enough of media.
Yeah. Some of us didn't dress up enough, so we are
really?
near
Is
the
that
red
it?
carpet.
I wear a nice shirt, I get an invite. Is that what it is?
Yes. Show up in a tux and I bet you get to play.
Next year.
All right. We're here. It's the Celebrity Invitational. Everybody really looks forward to this tournament. More than a lot of tournaments because it's not really like any other tournament on the circuit.
This is like a cocktail party with a tournament kind of mixed in. It's probably the most fun tournament of the year for the pros. The celebrities come out, have a good time. Most of them not the greatest poker players, but you know what? Even the professional players don't play that seriously on day one.
Yeah, it's more about having a lot of fun, being here for a good cause because it isn't just a free roll of a poker tournament, though that is a lure for those of us, especially poor peons of the media.
Less than poor peons of the media.
Yes. It is also
charity component.
For charity because they offer a $200 rebuy in the early goings of the evening, with that money going to the Chrysalis Foundation, which is a group that helps homeless people find jobs and kind of get back on their feet again.
Single rebuy though, so it's not a go crazy like the World Series, reload as much as you want. You get one rebuy, $200, 100% of that goes to charity. And that leads to our over-under?
It does. We want the over-under of the day is going to be how much money do you think we're going to raise for charity? We're expecting a few hundred people here tonight. Not everybody necessarily going to rebuy. Over under $70,000.
$70,000. Do you want to go first or me?
I'll let you go first.
Since I won the last final table, like I always win the final table.
No, you won the last over under.
Whatever. I won something.
We'll talk about it later.
I'm optimistic for charity. I think most people are going to rebuy. They're here for free. It's $200. That's change. I mean, even I can afford $200, and I'm apparently less than media. So I'm going to say more than $70,000.
I also believe in the value of peer pressure and think that anybody who busts during the rebuy period and doesn't rebuy is probably going to hear it from their table mates.
Yeah.
So I hopefully it's over $70,000.
All right. Should we talk about a couple of the past events?
We should.
Who has won this event in the past?
Well, now keep in mind, we say the pros don't necessarily take this seriously, but in actuality, the pros have done fairly well in this event. We had Phil Locke. Before him, we had Lane Flack defeat Jerry Buss.
Yes.
Heads up for the win. Barry Greenstein, Freddie D. Menwin's wife, Van Wyn, who's a very solid player in her own right.
Right.
They have all done really well, but we've also had a fair amount of the celebrities do well themselves.
At the final table in the past, we've had Tom Everett Scott, who was...
I love that thing you do. Can we just pause briefly and say
title
that?
of the movie, not anything that I do.
That thing Tom Everett Scott does.
Nick Gonzalez, last year Trishelle, Canatella, Jerry Buss, as you mentioned, Nick Cassavetes, Bruce Buffer. So on average, we get one notable celebrity per final table. Maybe we can beat that this year and get two.
Let's go big. Let's go for five celebrities and a pro.
Five celebrities
and me.
Do I get a piece?
I said I would take you all to dinner if I make the final table.
All right,
More
I'll
than
take
just
it.
a hot dog, since
I'll take it, since you already owe me a hot dog.
we'll talk about that later. I'm here with a hope, a prayer, and a dream. We've also got a lot of people who have a bit of a dream come true situation. We've got 12 Club WPT qualifiers.
Right, and while you may think, okay, these guys are going to show up, donk off, or whatever, was it last year or 2 years ago?
Last year.
Last
Two
year,
words. LaRon Washington.
Club WPT qualifiers showed up, had a great time on day one, had a great day on day two, and won the event. Final table.
Final table won $100,000 is first, right?
Something like that, yes.
Won $100,000, got to play in the championship at Bellagio, which I know meant a lot to him, and really just had an amazing time in this. He was Dream 19 online. It was a dream come true situation for him. So we will be monitoring all of the Club WPT qualifiers.
See if somebody can repeat.
If we have the next LaRon Washington amongst us. All right, covered the rebuys, the qualifiers, the charity.
The fact that I didn't get an invitation.
Which means we've now gotten the business out of the way and we can get to the fun stuff. Celebrities.
You mean working? Oh, I'm sorry. You get to play. I get
In a
to work.
past life, I was a big movie buff and worked in Hollywood. So this is a lot of fun for me. I've never been at the Invitational before. I'm really looking forward to it. So, question of the day. What celebrity are you most looking forward to seeing?
They print up a book kind of showing who's been invited, who may or may not show up. We never know for sure until they get here. The weather is bad. It's a Saturday night.
All-Star games going on downtown, so...
One person I'm kind of excited about, Barbara Mandrell.
Me too.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not a big country music fan, but she's an icon.
Barbara Mandrell.
She's an icon. You know, used to watch her TV show and the Mandrell sisters and all that. But for me, it's Maura Tierney. Maura Tierney. I never watched ER, but I loved her on News Radio. She was Lisa on News Radio. She was awesome. That show holds up well. You should like Netflix it or something.
Like you, I'm really looking forward to Barbara Mandrell. But I think the person I'm most looking forward to is Kirk Acevedo. I am a huge fan of the HBO series Oz. He does other stuff now, but he was one of the major characters on Oz throughout the seasons it was on. He was one of my favorite characters. So fingers crossed that one, I win the Invitational, and two, Kirk Acevedo is runner-up and we get to hang out.
Yeah, I can't afford pay TV.
You know, speaking of that, I think we might be on the clock soon. And I
Really?
gotta kind of get going
You
because
just
I got
trying to
this
press me out of
Invitational.
it?
I'm
sorry.
gonna focus.
Do you need to walk the red carpet? Is that what it is?
I might need to primp a little bit.
Or is that the ginger carpet when you go down it? How does that work?
I think that this is designed for me. Hoping that it does. Does my hair clash with the carpet? Is that going to be a problem? Do we need to change the lighting in here? I don't mind.
Do you want me to walk behind you with a sign saying "This is Jess Welman"? This is.
If you can tell people to just please back off.
Oh, just
She's
act
busy.
like you're a big deal.
Act like I'm a big deal.
I'm sorry.